Have you ever wondered what it's really like to sail to other countries? To dive amazing locations and explore the world on a yacht? Then come with us.
So we're back in Niafu, main town of Vavau Group, and it's a bit of a restock day. So we're going to go into town, check out some of the markets, see if we can get some veggies, which seems to be the hardest thing to get here. Have a look at the deli, have some lunch, see if we can find the school to give our school books to, and pick up our bread that we ordered the other day.
Well, domestic check-in is completed. Very easy. Hand over a piece of paper, tell them what time we arrived, and then we're done. I was just informed that when we want to check out the country we need to bring the big boat over to the wharf, and that was it. Very, very easy, very quick.
We're looking for the primary school, Dorothy, to give our books that we brought from New Zealand to. Apparently down here, turn left and then go left again.
Certainly sounds like we found the school. With our book rendezvous all teed up for later on, it was time to find somewhere for lunch and do a last bit of provisioning.
So far, relatively unsuccessful quest to get vegetables. I've got basil and bok choy. It's gonna get scurvy soon. Living on carrots, that's all I can get. Have to go back to the market on the way back to the boat, Jamie.
These books for the school are really heavy. We've got books to give away to some schools in Fiji.
Been to Horizon School in Snells Bay to pick up some books to take to Fiji and Tonga for them. Leftover like exercise books and library books and stuff. But I'm just unpacking them to make sure that's all that's in the boxes.
Yeah, just getting these in the boat without falling in the water. Oh, gee, they're heavy. One down, one to go. Oh, pretty hot out here. The school was really appreciative of both the donation of the books and also Lukimyu's freight services.
Welcome.
Denise is just doing a quick rubbish run and we're done. Those books.
Early morning departure this morning from Niafu. Off to do some of the outer islands because the weather looks reasonable.
Hello. Shocking hat, but it works. We're heading out to this anchorage, which is right on the edge of the outer reef. So that's what we're aiming to do. It's only about 4 nautical miles from here. We've got to weave our way through reef and a few other things. So we're wanting to get over here.
Try to get rid of the shine. That's better.
And we're coming through here and then here.
Just coming into the outer islands anchorage. I am standing on the roof because it's the best place to see the reef to see without Polaroids on, but with Polaroids it's very light and green, and then dark is sort of rock and coral. So we've come all the way through about 10 different waypoints to weave our way through, and it's looking absolutely beautiful. Jamie's driving. Hello, Jamie.
Hello. I'm sure there are easier ways to clean the boat.
Somebody used a power tool on the table and covered it with these little orange dots. And the only way they're going to come off is with grunt. So I'm grunting the table. Actually works a treat. Beach walk.
It's just incredible how incredibly thick and green all the foliage is here, right up to the edge of the water. Of course we're at low tide now, but high tide it's lapping under these trees. There are seagrasses along the coast here, which is a sign of really, really healthy water.
Do some gondola driving.
Yep. Given it's such a beautiful spot, we thought we'd come in for sundowners.
Snubber holds our boat nice and straight.
We got 18 to 20 knots, and there's some people kiteboarding out there from the yacht that was next to us in the anchorage. This is where it gets a little bit tight, twisty and shallow.
I'm standing up here on the roof just to get a better angle looking in onto the reef. You can see much clearer from up here. If I'm worried about stuff, I just tell Jamie to go left or right, and he randomly reads out the depth, so I know what colour means what depth.
8 metres.
So far, it's going pretty well. We're actually following our track on the way out, so there shouldn't be any dramas. We're literally right on top of how we went through. And we're about the same time in the tide as we were yesterday when we went through. Then to your left, babe.
Those darker patches are all reef.
Yeah, you're clear over here. Get to your right, darling.
Yep, we're about to turn left.
What's your depth?
Back up to 6 metres, we got down to 2 metres a minute ago.
All through.
All clear?
Yep.
Back up to 8 metres. A little trick we learned a long time ago is to extend the life of your water filters. You can put them on a rope, drag them behind the boat, they clean them up, let it dry out, and then it's good for another session with your water maker. So we did that. The only thing is we forgot we left it in the water stupidly. So when we went to reverse a minute ago, of course what's happened is it's wrapped around the prop. So we're out in deep water at the moment off an island with a reef, and what we'll do is just put the boat in idle. I'll jump in and see if I can untangle it. What can I say?
Change of plan for our original destination since we got our own rope caught around a propeller because we're idiots. So we've come back to Port Morel, which is just a nice little sheltered anchorage. It's got quite a few boats in it at the moment, but we've managed with one engine to get the pick down. And poor old Jamie is going to have a quick look at the. He's also going to have a quick look at the propeller, not the propeller, the anchor, to make sure we've got it down properly, because we only had one engine to do it. So we did it quickly and efficiently, but it's at a depth we can snorkel it. So Jamie's going to have a quick look, make sure the pick is actually down into the sand.
Sure enough, the rope was well and truly tangled, so we're going to have to cut it off.
That'll be most of the rope, but there's obviously still some around the prop.
Got it. Can you start the engine? And on my command I'll get you to put it in and out of gear.
With the rope all sorted, time to dive the anchor and make sure we're secure for the night. Join us next week in Tonga as we search for the underwater mariner's cave. Well, that's something pretty unique, isn't it? I'm glad we found it. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and place a comment below.